it's a little bumpy. We're on Schnebly Hill Road. We are trying to find a place to park, which surprisingly there aren't really too many places to park off this road because it's all rocky and there's no like parking areas. So I think I found a place up here. Hopefully my car doesn't get stuck. But I'm close to Foxboro Ranch. My goal is to run from the segment from Foxboro Ranch to Munds Park, which is like a little over 16 miles. But then I'll have to run a couple miles back on the highway on I-17 and then back down this road. So it should be closer to like 20. We're running on the Cocodona course, Foxboro Ranch to Munds Park with some bonus I-17 highway running, and then a couple miles back on this road. Should be about 20 miles. All right, so we parked. It wasn't too steep right there. I should be able to easily back out. So we are like 1.5, 2 miles down Schnebly Hill Road from the highway. We're gonna go back, go under the highway, loop out, go out like 4 miles, do a horseshoe, loop around, come back through Munds Park 2 miles north on the highway, and then have to highway run, I think, unless I might just be able to frolic through forest. This will be a boring video, but it will show you some of the course if you're looking for info on this section, which is a no pacer section on the Cocodona course, so you're gonna have to do it solo. Okay, so we run 1.5 miles up, maybe even closer to 2 miles up Schnebly Hill Road. You can see the signs for Phoenix and Flagstaff. This is I-17, and we are gonna go under it and just continue on this road for, I don't know, 3 or 4 miles before we eventually make a left and do like a big sort of hairpin to cut north and then come back those 4, 5, 6 miles, whatever, to Munds Park. So as you would imagine, this is extremely boring. Just on a forest road, slowly going up. So I can feel it running. This is the first sustained down we've had so far from the car. So yeah, this is we got a good, like, I don't know, probably a couple tenths of a mile, it looks like, of where we're dropping, you know, a good 100 feet or something. So yeah, first downhill, I'm actually able to open up for the first time and feel like I'm moving quicker. So we're probably, I don't know, 4 miles in from the car, maybe 4.5. We've been going about 40 minutes. So yeah, probably 4 actually. Let's make sure. I think we just go straight for a long time here. Chugging along here. We're less than a mile, I would say, from where we need to bang a left off this road. So this will be a good thing to mentally note. Although it should be clearly marked. It might already be marked even. So yeah, I think from the highway, you're on this road for probably over 5 miles, maybe 5.5. All right, so the junction's up here. So you take this sweeping left turn and you're on a downhill. You see a cattle guard sign. And then I believe right here where the road starts to bend back right, we are gonna cut left. Yep. All right, big junction. It's not marked yet, but I assume it will be in the race. Oh, we got a puddle. So this is our junction. So we're bearing off of this is road 226 that we were just on, which might be what Schnebly Hill's called. And now we're on 228. So this is a road. 228 briefly, oh no, and then it splits and we continue on 228. So we take 228 all the way over to 240. All right, at the first sort of post junction here, continue left. It's only like half mile in from our last major junction. Bang a left. So there are some forest road junctions back here, which should be marked. This road's definitely not as smooth as 226. There's some mud, there's some water, there's some rocks. I just stepped in mud, sort of by accident. But I might have to contend with that in the race. Just be aware on this road, there are some massive puddles to navigate, and if it rains from now until then, they'll get bigger. So just gotta walk around on the side. So yeah, climbed like 100 feet or maybe more, even like hiking almost. So it's still climbing. All right, another junction, kind of. Bang a hard left. Follow 228 sign, so it's labeled here. That's something else. So just had some hiking. Now it looks like it flattens out temporarily. There's quite a lot of water out here. Here's a big pond. So if you needed water to filter, you had it. You know, I'm trying to think how much I'm gonna carry for 16 miles. Maybe it'll depend on the time of day, but you know, at least 2 liters. I should probably carry like 3, unless I just chugged a ton at the aid. So we'll see. Getting closer to 240, probably within a mile. All right, major junctions here. By the way, be careful, especially if it's dark. This road has all sorts of rocks. I'd imagine I'm gonna trip and fall in the dark. So big junction. So here's 240. There's a big sign up here, 240. So you come up to this big intersection, bang a left, and now it's gonna be smooth. Oh, look at this smooth road, yes. So now we have, I don't know, 4 or 5 miles maybe into Munds Park. I'm not really sure, and I think it'll turn paved eventually. So 228 is rough and rugged, and you go up, and I'd venture we hit the high point near the back end of 228, because then we had a nice downhill coming into 240. So now Kasner Park, look at this big meadow. So yeah, I should be able to cruise this into Munds in, you know, 7 or 8 minute miles here. It's so pretty out here. There's a big stream. Look at this bridge and this meadow. Oh yeah. I don't even know where this water's coming from. All right, so we've hit pavement and our first signs of infrastructure. Probably 2 miles to aid, maybe even a little more. So it looks like that road was slight downhill, but it was flat, and there were some baby ups, but net down for sure on 240. Watch out for the cattle guard. Okay, headed into Munds Park. So Munds Park is really nice. There's all sorts of nice houses, and this road is so cruiser. It's like this gravel. You can run on the gravel. I just ran by a speed radar thing. It said I was going 8 miles an hour. So it's pretty fast when I'm going downhill. So I'm probably within a mile of aid and the highway. Well, we're back to the highway. We're gonna go under it here, figure out where the aid station is. Take a little break, then hopefully run it in. So this is good timing. I'm like 224, so I'm like 9:12 pace. Well, we're not quite to the aid yet. Yeah, I'm like low 9-minute pace for this segment, which is pretty good. So just over 16 miles. So the aid station's behind a church. There's the church. So I'm gonna go figure out where it is, and then literally just hop up on the highway on foot. Probably not the best idea, but I don't know what else to do. All right, so here's the church. According to the map, you turn in right after the church. So right in this alley, and somewhere behind the church is the aid, I guess. I suppose you could just go in the church parking lot. It seems to all go to the same place. But yeah, somewhere back there is aid. And then we'll turn up north, I believe. Yeah, we'll go that way, and then we'll cut up north and parallel the highway for just a little bit, a couple miles, then cut across it again. So yeah, I'm gonna, like I said, gonna drink. I'm gonna drink while I walk to the highway, but on the highway I want to run to stay off of it, or be as quick as possible in case it's illegal or something. But I have like probably 2 miles on the highway. I can bang those out in probably 14 minutes. At least we got a somewhat of a shoulder. It's just a little sloped, so it's not fun to run on. Munds Canyon. We're getting closer to the next exit here. That was a brutal climb on the highway. We made it to the exit. Just gotta go down the exit ramp now and then bang a right. 2 miles to the car. So I didn't point out in the beginning, but the aid station is in here in Foxboro Ranch. So while I'm parked further down the road, we'll come out right here. So just be aware of that. We'll be in there somewhere at aid, pop out, go up the rest of the road. So I got less than a mile to the car now. So we'll be home shortly. So just ran into 2 runners coming the other way. I was like, they must be doing the race. So I stopped and talked to them, and yeah, they're both doing the race. One of the guys is from Australia. The other guy's in the Phoenix area. But they just did the segment from Cocodona, so got the big climb. So that is not 2 miles on the road. So probably 1.5 miles from aid to the highway. So we made it just over 3 hours, like 3:05, 3:06. So I think it's around 20 miles. So I'm happy with that. Oh, Cocodona, this will be the last Cocodona training video. I'll post it. This will be like a week before the race when I post this. And I'll post another video midweek just of a random hike or something. But yeah, it feels nice out here, and I did like my Janji sun shirt.